What's up, guys? David Fox here with the Elite Husband. So today we're talking about just three very, very simple things I do every single week. Okay, every single week. These are like non-negotiables, unless something extreme pops up, right? And then if I miss a week, then it's not uncommon for me to get two in the next week, right? So number one, this is all encompassed in your date night. Your date night has to happen every single week. Okay, so it doesn't have to be wine and dine and then go out on the town. It doesn't have to be that way. There was times when I wasn't making much money. I was doing like essentially commercial carpentry, and like we did a Coney Island, right? In the Detroit area, it's diner food, right? That was what we could afford. And the purpose of date night should be to spend time undistracted with each other and catch up on the week. So that's that, and it should be intentional, right? You need to look at that as like you're very much like your weekly sort of family meeting, relationship meeting. And it's not a corporate setting. If you hate the word meeting, put it into whatever the hell else you want to put it in, right? Like whatever word you want to use, your relationship freaking level up time, your whatever it is, okay? But it is, we use it very much as a meeting, right? You strategy. Okay, so hey, how are things going with the kids? Oh, they're going really, really great. How are things with work and the business? Any new clients? Well, this one client, like he's dealing with, man, he's kind of got his hands full. Okay, cool. The Jiu-Jitsu Academy going great. Yeah, it's going really good. Okay, so cool. So then we talk about this, then you just catch up. And men, some key questions to ask here is, rather than waiting for your turn to talk and then tell about things that are going on with you, one would be, wow, you're still recovering from a C-section? How you handling with that, babe? You doing okay? Well, I mean, I'm trying to do okay. All right, so, or maybe we don't have kids. How are things at home? Are you handling okay? It seems like you're stuck at home a lot. Like, do you have any interests or hobbies you want to pursue? Do you like want to get into, you want to like find a fitness group or some type of activity? You want to play volleyball? You want to do jiu-jitsu? Do you want to do or are you cool with it? No, I'm really cool. I get lots of time to read and okay, cool. So then we talk about these things. And if it's just a concept alone, if you're not doing this already, then, and I don't really fully know what date nights do. If you just kind of go to dinner and sit there silent, because we look around. We'll actually play this game. You can play this game too. When you're at the restaurant and you look around and you play a game, say what's their story? Well, their story is and then you just kind of improv on it. Well, he's very stressed at work, right? And he's actually, if you look at his phone, he's dealing with something very, very, very stressful. And then she knows about it, but she can't really help. And then he's not like pulling on her advice. So they're just kind of sitting there, or, and play that game. Okay. But you don't want to be that couple. You don't want to be that couple that plays that game. So the second thing, one, catch up on the week. The second thing that we do at date night is we go over our budget. It's a budget meeting too. And you can be like, this shit got real boring real quick. It went from being date night to being a meeting to being a budget meeting. It doesn't have to be like that. Write this down. Things that are tracked, things that are measured, things that are calculated tend to improve. Things that aren't watched, that aren't kept track of, that aren't calculated, that aren't measured, usually fall apart or degrade. Usually, at best, they stay the same. But entropy being what it is, the law of things degrading, it tends to go down. So if you're not tracking your budget or tracking where your money goes, then you're just gonna kind of wonder where it went. Okay, so we took Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace course probably about 10 years ago at this point. So I got in a shitload of debt back in the day. I think I had $2,500 or $2,600 a month in car payments, almost it's $2,500 mortgage. What else? And just like copious amounts of debt. And for us, that was not good. It was not good at all. So now, we're debt free. And we kind of working on investments and things like that. So to maintain that, no matter what our income is, right? No matter what our income is, I'm still a very, very big fan of the $0 budget. And what that means is every dollar that comes in, you allocate somewhere. Even if that allocation, guys, is fun money. Like, all right, so Dave, so we had a good month this month. Dave, you get $500 to go do on what you want to go hunting gear. You want to go get a new whatever jacket. But you get that's your money you have to it, right? Or whatever. Like, it's allocated. This much is going to savings. This much is going to Roth. I think I'm going to mess around, and apparently I hate money, so I'm going to buy crypto and watch that shit crash and burn during the bear market, right? So whatever you want to do, it's allocated. But there are some things that have to be non-negotiable. So obviously your bills get paid first, and then if you're working on paying off credit card debt, make those payments. Mortgage. I'm not really the finance guy. I work with a lot of financial guys. The general consensus is it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to pay off your mortgage super early, unless you're paying copious amounts of debt. I think our mortgage right now, it's like 2.7%. Why would I hurry up and pay off a 2.7% loan when the balance of that, let's say we could just make a huge chunk payment, 50, 60, 70, 80,000. You could take that and put that pretty much anywhere else and make way more than that annually. So do with as you will with that. But we talk about that. We talk about these things, right? And every single thing. Or there are months where like, hey, we're actually over budget on date night this week. So we're at date night. We'll be talking about how we're over budget on date night, and that the next place we go to, all right, you know what? We're probably just gonna get drinks and apps there. Okay. And our date budget, it's gonna be whatever it is to yours. If your date budget is, I think at one point ours was $150 for the month. Okay. That's what it was. That's all we could for 4 weeks worth of date nights. So you break it down, that's like $40-ish, 37 or something. For the month, well, one of those, we could choose to like go to diner food. What we ended up doing though was like do a couple free date nights, go for or coffee somewhere, go for a walk, and then do a nice dinner with like the money that was left. That's how we chose to do that. But you go over the budget and then review those things. Step number 3, number 3 that we talk about is we have life goals. I'm actually looking at our future vision right now. The year's 2026. And I kind of go over those things, right? And so we review them. Is this still kind of what we want? Because things change. What I'm looking at right now for 2026 is not, it might as well have been a different person's dream altogether 10 years ago, honestly. So knowing that, you want to make sure you want to keep the pulse up with things change. And even if it's just like, you know, babe, like it's winter time here now in Michigan at the time of this recording. Okay, so babe, I really hate the winter. My joint, I'm 33 years old. I've got miles of jiu-jitsu miles and wrestling miles on my body. I don't know if I want to do warm weather. I might be considering moving to a warm climate this year. Honey, we can't do it. Okay, and this doesn't have to be a conversation. This is a safe space, a time to talk about, like, I would really like to move to a warm location if that means Hawaii, if that means Florida, if that means North Carolina. Whatever it is, someplace warmer than Michigan where it's 10 degrees or 15 degrees 6 months out of the year. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It's 30 degrees 6 months out of the year. But so you can have those conversations, and then we can talk about kids, right? Like, if you don't have kids, hey, do you want kids? I don't know. Like, I mean, I would have hoped that conversation has since happened since you were married, but maybe do we want more kids? We're in the process right now, full disclaimer, like at the time of this recording, we got 3 kids. And our entire, like, even before we got married, I was like, yo, I want 5. But we're taking it one kid at a time, essentially, because, like, I don't know what 1 kid looked like versus 3 versus I have no idea what 5 kids looks like. So you have that conversation, and this is just a time to get to know, okay? Just a time to get to know. You can talk about anything. You talk about fitness, but it's so the step 1 is you review how was your week, right? Kind of the short-term stuff. Step 2, you go over your budget, your money, what the money looks like. If you need to troubleshoot some stuff, do we need to make more money? Ways to make more money? Do we need to cut budget somewhere, wherever that is, your situation? And then number 3, you talk about, hey, what's our macro? How's our life vision going? Our couple's vision going together? And then you go from there. And then that's it. And that if you go through those 3 things in 10 minutes, cool. You can talk shit and just, you know, I do, like, I mean, not everybody is as funny as me, and that's okay. But we play this game. Like I just talk mad shit about everyone in the restaurant, right? Like I make jokes. I was like, look at this guy, and it's not like harming them, right? It's just like, it's the same things that I would do if I had to date Amanda all over again. I would try and woo her, get her joking, get her laughing, just kind of go off on stories. Like, that's funny. Women like funny guys. Even if you don't have a sense of humor, I promise you there was something about you that she found funny, even if it was that you're super dorky and try to be funny and you're not to the point to where you do become funny again. That's crucial. And so those are 3 things that are super huge, and this should be done every single week at date night. And date night can be a free date, coffee date, which is now, depending on what you get, $6, $7 if it's a bougie coffee. And then set that forward, and you're gonna see like this start to change. And then now the tension's because you've recalibrated it. It should go without saying, if you don't have the discipline to not look at your phone, or at least like we bring our phone, I bring my phone, she brings her phone, to like look things up. Hey, I just think I don't want to go to this, but let's look it up together. So then like I come along beside her and then we're looking at the phone together. She's not over here and we're looking at 2 sides. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. So if you don't have that discipline, leave the shit in the car. Just leave it in the car. Leave it at home if you know where you're going. Right? So let me know what you guys think. This is just a glimpse. We go deep into this, into my coaching program. Okay, we have different entry levels. We can start, guys, you can start with like a 4-week program. It's going to get you started. It's going to change your mindset a little bit about thinking towards things like this. But if this is something you want to look into, shoot me a DM. Email me, elitehusband@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can YouTube this. Give me a YouTube, whatever. Comment, say, hey, I'm interested. Reach out to me. I'll schedule a call. I don't work with everybody, okay? Because I only want to work with people where I know I'm going to win. And I know that you're going to be like, this is dope. So that when someone asks, hey, your marriage is doing great. Yeah, David Fox helped me out. It's super great. If I can't get you that, I'm going to tell you. Why would I set myself up and yourself up for failure? Doesn't help either one of us. Let me know if that helps, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.